induction of Sharon Moulder, our very special member of our club, as the new district governor. So we're really excited about that. If you guys forgive me a little bit, I do have a little bit of laryngitis, so my voice is a little more squeaky than it normally is, but I will try to get through this. As I stand before you today, I'm really filled with a mix of emotions today because it's just so hard to believe that this is the last meeting of the year. And my last meeting serving as your president. And I just want to say that serving in this role has been an incredible honor and a privilege, and I'm just deeply grateful for the trust that all of you have placed in me. I'm pleased now at this moment to invite our dear friend Ann Barnes. Ann has come back to visit us today, and she's obviously an honorary member with us. She's been a member of this club for many, many years, and Ann is going to give our invocation, and followed by the invocation, our beloved Jan Collins will be giving our four-way test and pledge.
I think this is only fitting with Sharon being a female district governor and all the females doing this. And James, you've been a great president. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
And yes. One little brief thing before I get with the prayer is, many of you may remember Kay Steed, who was a member of our club and the first female district governor for the state of Mississippi. She has passed on, but we still remember Kay, and so it is great to have our second district governor from the Madison Region Rotary Club. And Sharon, we're so proud of you. We are. So if y'all will join me, please, we will pray and I will bless our food. Heavenly Father, we come to you today with just humble, gracious hearts, but this Rotary Club and the other ones that are represented here, Rotary is such a great group, a service club, but it's the people in it that make it. And Sharon, we just ask you to be with her as she travels around the state, as she represents Rotary. We know already what a wonderful person she is. We just ask you to protect her, keep her safe. Be with those that have worked hard to put this together today to celebrate her. For those that have prepared the food. And Lord, for all things, we humbly ask you to be with us. Thank you for this community, this country, and for Rotary. And all things we give you thanks. Amen.
Amen.
Will you please stand and join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag and the four-way test? Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Y'all be seated.
Thank you, Ann and Jan. So our club's strength lies in its collective spirit of friendship and service. And I cherish the camaraderie that I've shared with all of you and the commitments of making a difference in our community and beyond. Every one of you in our club brings something really unique to the club, and together we've accomplished a lot. It truly takes a village to make a club thrive, and I'm consistently inspired by the dedication and the positive energy each one of you bring. As I mentioned, today is special not only because it's the end of the year, but also it's the induction of our very own Sharon Moulder as district governor. When I started visiting Rotary, Sharon was one of the first people that I met, and befriended me and took me kind of under her wing and encouraged me to get involved and to take on leadership roles. So Sharon, for your friendship and your encouragement and your leadership, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you and thank you so much for all you've given to me and all that you've done for this club. We will be recognizing Sharon's achievements in just a moment, but before we do that, I do want to take a moment and present a few awards that I have for some of our members. And I do have some presidential citation awards to give away today. And this was truly difficult because honestly, everyone in this club deserves an award. Every single one of you has, given, gone beyond and above. And I just appreciate every one of you. Sometimes we don't take the time to recognize those that do an enormous amount of work behind the scenes. Those who work tirelessly without the visibility or credit, and that's okay to them because they don't seek credit. They do the work because of their commitment to service and just because it's the right thing to do. One such person that I want to recognize today and present with a presidential citation is my friend Rod Henderson. So Rod, if you will make your way to the front. Rod serves as our treasurer. He works tirelessly to ensure that the books are in order while managing our finances with precision. He serves as a bad cop sometimes when he's got to collect dues. And he truly keeps our engine running for the club. It takes an enormous amount of time, and yet he never ever complains. Sometimes making technological changes is a difficult thing, and it's often just easier to keep your processes the same. But Rod's invested a lot of time this year in changing over our financial system so that our club can run more efficiently. And for all these things, I'm truly grateful for you, Rod, and I would like to present you with a presidential citation. Thank you very much. Did you get a picture? Oh. It's Elisa. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Nice try. So, Rotary is about leadership. And I always think of leadership as a mindset rather than a position. One of my favorite qualities in a leader is consistency and dependability, and also the desire to evolve that legacy onto our youth. So the person I'm about to recognize is always present. She's always willing to serve in whatever way that she can. And she's always giving of her time, her finances, and her energy. And the next person I would like to present a presidential citation award to is my friend LaVon Fluker-Reed. So LaVon, wherever you are, if you will please stand at the front. LaVon has also been instrumental in organizing and launching one of our new Interact clubs for Germantown. She serves as a sponsor. And LaVon, for all you do for this club and for all you do for the youth in our community, I just want to present you with this presidential citation and tell you thank you so much for your service. Love you. And last but not least, I would like to recognize a person who loves Rotary so much that you hear it in every single conversation, and it's exemplified in the way that he treats others. This person leads through his encouragement of other people, and he never wavers in his enthusiasm and his passion. He brings great programs to our meetings. He served heading up a membership committee. He serves as the assistant district governor. And he's been instrumental in leading the charge to restarting the Interact Club at Madison Central High School. So we have 2 new Interact clubs this year, as well as a Rotaract Club at Holmes Community College. John Reams steps in wherever he's needed. And John, your unwavering dedication and enthusiasm are really the heartbeat of this club. And we are very fortunate to have you. And at this time, I'd like you to step forward and accept your presidential citation.
Love y'all. This club has energized me beyond belief. I appreciate every one of y'all. I had an interview with WJTV last Thursday and told the news I love every one of y'all. I couldn't do it without y'all. Thank you.
He means every word. Thank you, everybody. As I pass the torch to Scott on July 11th, I'm confident that our club will continue to flourish. It's been a pleasure and a delight to serve as your president, and I look forward to continue. I didn't think I would do that. That's for the laryngitis. I do look forward to continuing to support this club in every way that I can. And at this time, it's my honor and privilege to introduce past District Governor Bill Walker. Bill is going to lead with the induction ceremony for Sharon. So this is a very exciting moment. And a little bit about Bill. Bill was our district governor in 2017 and 2018. He's been a member of the Rotary Club of Columbus since 1985. Bill and his wife, Lucy Ann, who's here with us today too, and is also a Rotarian, are both Paul Harris Society members. They're District 6820 Polio Plus Society members, Bequest Society members, and members of the Arch Plump Society. He's serving as our District Club Visionary Chair and co-chair of the District International Service Committee. At the zone level, he served as the Assistant Rotary Regional Foundation Coordinator and is Operations Chair for the 2024 Zone Institute in Huntsville. Bill and Lucy Ann live in Columbus. They have 4 children, Madison, Hunter, Macy, and Houston, 3 grandchildren, Rowdy, Dean, and Baker, and expecting another one in October. Congratulations. They attend First Baptist Church in Columbus. And at this moment, I would like to welcome Bill Walker.
Thank you, Janet. I appreciate the introduction. I'm sorry that Scott isn't able to be here today. Let me get my stuff here together. So I'm not quite sure where I first met Sharon and Gary. However, I do remember an incident that became one of her Rotary moments, meaning the moment she went from being just a Rotary member to becoming a Rotarian. It was in 2019, and we were in Mexico on our first Rotary service trip. I put Sharon in charge of working the vision team. It was our first time to do vision, and it was the first day and their first patient. This older gentleman sat down, he had a cowboy hat, sat down, and they did their thing with the vision screening and trying to figure out what strength of glasses he needed and that sort of thing. And they finally figured it out, and they put the glasses on him, and he stood up and goes, "I can see!" in Spanish. Well, that was it for Sharon, because she was sold on the whole Rotary thing, and she's been our vision team leader every year since. I think it was also after that trip that Gary saw what Rotary was all about and decided that he wanted to join Rotary as well. Gary's the type of guy that will step in and do anything that's needed to be done, no matter when, where, or what time it is. And both now are good friends of Lucy and I, and are valuable members of the Rotary service trip team. As we're about to start a new Rotary year and about to induct a new district governor today, I'd like to take a few moments to tell you about the year that Sharon and Gary have in store. The home club is hardly ever prepared, so I'm here today to try to help do that. Hopefully the Madison Ridgeline Club will take part in helping to make this a great year for your club, the district, and for Sharon and Gary. The Madison Ridgeline Club have had two other district governors, as mentioned earlier, Kay Steed and Mark Dorian. Sharon will be the third, and Sharon will be the fourth female district governor in 6820, with half of them being from this club. There's a whole lot more that goes into being a district governor today than even when Mark Dorian was district governor back in 06, 07. Today, the district governor, I'm telling you all this stuff just so you'll know what they hit, both of them, Gary and Sharon. Gary has been trained just like Sharon has, so he knows just about as much about Rotary as Sharon does. So today, the district governor is required by Rotary International to attend 2.5 weeks of zone training and attend the zone institutes, a week of training at the International Assembly in Orlando, attend one of the zone leadership seminars each summer, and Zoom after Zoom meetings. Then the district encourages them to attend 2 international conventions. There are also district meetings and training sessions that she must plan, not to mention club visits, socials, attending club service projects, phone calls, Zooms with her leadership team and club presidents, etc., etc., etc. I've heard from some of our past district governors that say that when they were district governor, they only had to attend the International Assembly and their club visits. So a lot has changed over the years, mainly since COVID. To give you an idea about how much time I spent in my year, in 2017-18, I spent over 1,000 hours attending club meetings and events and put over 20,500 miles on my car. Past district governor Mark DeBias has probably double that. So 1,000 hours, if you take 1,000 hours, that is about equivalent to 20 years worth of club meetings all in 1 year. That's a lot. Being the home club of the district governor will hopefully come with some responsibility for your club. By striving to be the best club in the district, by being supportive of any of Sharon's initiatives and goals that she has for this year for clubs in the district. After all, if the home club is not a model for other clubs in the district, who can be? There will be times that the club will need to be a sponsor for an event, a project, or an activity to help Sharon fulfill her goals and to set an example. So don't leave her hanging. So club officers and the board, please try to be aware of this and ask her routinely throughout the year if there's anything that you or the club can do to help Sharon financially and otherwise. It's also good if club members will support and make plans to attend her district conference. If the club and its leadership are behind her, it will be a successful year both for the district and for the Madison Region Club. I'm saying all this because as district governor, I wish I had someone tell my club what to expect, even what was needed going into my district governor year. And let's not forget Gary. Sharon's lucky to have such a supportive husband accompanying her during her club visits and other activities. You know that Gary is committed if he's agreed to put fishing on hold for a year. So he's going to need some loving too. Now I'd like to introduce Mark DeBias. Mark really needs no introduction because he's currently the immediate past district governor and the current district governor. And in 3 days, he'll be our immediate past district governor again. Mark is the only third person in our district to be district governor for 2 consecutive years. Mark and Rhonda are members of the Greenville Rotary Club. He and his lovely wife, Rhonda, are eagerly, I say that in all capital letters, eagerly here today to hand over the reins to Sharon. With all that said, Mark, please come up and let me kick it. There you go.
All right, good.
You better say it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, I got a short speech here. It's only about 7 pages. No. First off, I do want to thank the Madison Ridgeland Club for hosting this district governor pending ceremony today. The support, as Bill mentioned, of the district governor's club is really tantamount to his or her success. And your hosting of this event, I pray, will be the first thing that you do as Sharon begins her journey. For me, the journey has ended. And it's a journey that took unexpectedly 2 years to make. Someone asked me the other day if I would do a third year if something had unexpectedly happened to Sharon, and I told them the truth. The entire district says no. I believe that changing the leadership in Rotary, whether at the district level or the club level, is a must. It's both symbolic as well as a practical act. It's symbolic because it demonstrates one of the greatest strengths of Rotary, and that is our responsibility of shared leadership. One of the things that makes leaders different than followers is that leaders step up into a position, and they must have a place to step into. And true leaders step up where such vacuums exist. I ask that you consider this next time you're asked to step up in a leadership role, and remember that your responsibility for shared leadership in Rotary. Remember that true leaders are not selfish. Changing our leader every year is also practical because it keeps the message of service fresh for us. A life of service is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And if you've ever run a long distance race before, you'll know that having somebody every mile marker cheering you on makes the last mile satisfying and the mile that's coming up possible. So changing the yearly messenger keeps that message fresh for others. And as human beings, we like things that are both old and new, right? We like the consistency of something, right? That's why we always sit in the same spot in Rotary, right? But we also like something new. We want to discover, experience something new. New information, a new experience, something that interests us. But again, I ask you as an individual leader to embrace a role in either your club or the district. Symbolically, step up, and practically help us keep it fresh. Now I could stand here and continue to talk about what we did, our now 45 clubs here in the district have accomplished over the past year or 2 years, but as you know, they would take more than one speech and probably more than one meeting. So if you don't know, I will forward you the last 2 years of district newsletters and you can look through that. But instead, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the leaders who served with me. I first want to thank all my club presidents, some of who are here today, and thank you for the opportunity to serve with you this year and throughout the last 2 years. It was a pleasure to get to know all of you, and I hope that I gave you the resources and the support that you needed. I also want to thank the Rotary Club of Greenville, who financially supported my district events through this journey, and all those members who also planned the District in the Delta event this past February. Also, special thanks to the Rotary Clubs of Jackson and Meridian for the Polio Plus event that we held in October and the district conference, respectively. I want to thank my 14 assistant governors. Well, raise your hands if you could. You're spread throughout the room. Higher. Okay, very good. Thank you. Who are a critical link to my clubs. And I thank you for your encouragement and your support. And I want to thank also the entire College of Past District Governors for your counsel and support as well. Lastly, I want to thank core members of my team, the District Rotary Foundation Chair, Past District Governor Ed Thurman, who's not here, our membership chair, Regina Todd, over there, my PR chair, Greg, right behind the camera. Thank you very much. Also, a thank you to our new district treasurer, David Clark, who's done an excellent job on very short notice. Thank you. And I also want to thank Clear Moore, who helped us reinvent our RILA this year, and Danny Brunt, who has finished up our Rolling Fork rebuild efforts. And lastly, I want to thank you to Mark Dwaron for rebooting the Gluckstadt Club. Where are you, Mark? Great job. Thank you. There's also a myriad of other district leadership team roles that are filled by leaders from across the district. but there's no time to list all those, right? So know this, that each and every individual achievement and each individual contribution matters and has made a difference in our shared success. So thank you. Lastly, I want to thank my wife and District Secretary Rhonda DeVias. We do it all together. Team DeVias, baby. Now remember, evil persists when good men and women do nothing, and the good only increases with the good. So let us as Rotarians continue to do good in the world and exemplify the motto of service above self. We all know that Rotary is, of course, a non-religious organization, but individually we are each inspired by our own faith or words of historical figures, both inside and outside of Rotary. So with that, I want to close with the call to action words of a daily prayer that I recite, written by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Allow me to love as you love, to help as you help, to give as you give, to serve as you serve, to save as you save, 24 hours a day, 24 hours every day. And with these words, I now turn the page to Rotary's exciting new chapter as I introduce our new district governor, Sharon Moulder. Sharon is a member of the Rotary Club of Madison-Ridgeland, of course, past president. She's served on the membership committee several times and has actively participated in club service projects. Sharon's a Paul Harris Fellow, a Paul Harris Society member, and a Polio Plus Society member. She is also a graduate of Rotary Leadership Institute and a facilitator training for RLI and visioning programs. Sharon has served as district treasurer and Rotary District 6820 Foundation treasurer. As president-elect of Madison-Ridgeland Club, she participated in the club's visioning and it was a great success. I can't read behind this writing. Okay, there we go. Sharon joined members of the District 6820 on the mission trip to Guadalajara, Mexico 3 times, and she leads the visioning screen test on all those trips. Her husband Gary, of course, is a member of this club and joins her on both mission trips and in the future. Thank you very much, Sharon, for agreeing to serve. And with that, I'm trying not to. Congratulations. Congratulations. And you'll do a fabulous job.
Speech, but I'm not good at reading speeches, so I'm just going to speak from my heart today. First up, I want to thank my club, the Madison-Ridgeland Club. You all are the best people in the world, and y'all stepped up for me when I asked you to put on this shindig, and you did an excellent job, and I really appreciate Janet and Sarah. They did a lot of behind-the-scenes work, and they were very helpful. I also want to thank a couple of special people. Everybody's special, but Ann Barnes for being here. She hasn't been able to make it in a while, but I really wanted her to be the one to say the prayer, and she didn't let me down. Thank you. I know you do it from your heart, and you can tell. And then Jan Collins for saying the pledge. No one does it like Jan, so. We wanted it done right, Jan. Okay. But anyway, and also Chris Blunt, way back here in the corner. Chris was president of the Madison-Ridgeland Club when I joined. So I saw him at the North Jackson Club. It was up, I think, last week. And I told him, I was like, are you coming? Because I didn't know about it. So I invited him, and he showed up for me. So I'm so grateful for that. Lots of people. I can't name everyone in the room, but I do appreciate it. I also have most of my family at this table right here. Those are my hearts, my grandchildren, and my daughter. and my daughter-in-law, the ones that gave me the grandchildren. So I appreciate, and Faith, right there. She's my special girl. Okay, but I appreciate everyone being here for me today. It means so much to me to see the faces of all my friends in Rotary. And I have a lot of good plans for the year to come. I'm hoping to really focus on membership, retention, and service. Those three go together. If we do those, everything else will happen. And the theme this year, I love it, it's So Me, the magic of Rotary. So we can make the magic of Rotary work for us by using all the tools that are available to us. So thank you all very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to recognize, as soon as I can find them here, I'd like to recognize all of the past district governors that are here. We have Jim and Eddie Lou Finger that are here. We have John Fair, Mark Dorian, and Mark Fields. Thank y'all for being here. At this time, I'd like to introduce Jimmy Parker, who's about to be our district governor nominee. Jimmy resides in Columbus, where he holds the position of Senior Design Quality Engineer for Ecolab Healthcare. He's a Mississippi State University graduate and the United States Marine Corps veteran. Jimmy joined the Rotary Club of Columbus in 2015 and served as club president in 2017 and 2019. He currently serves as the club's membership chair. Jimmy attended Emerging Rotary Leaders Seminar in Montgomery, Alabama at the Zone Institute in 2018 and began taking on various roles at the district level. Jimmy serves as an assistant governor for 3 different district governors and was a member of the membership committee from 2019 to 2020. He serves as the district conference chairperson, or he served for that in 2021 and 2024 district conferences. He currently serves as the District Rotary Leadership Institute Coordinator, District Learning Facilitator, and is a member of the District 6820's Club Visioning Team. Jimmy is a Paul Harris Society member, Paul Harris Fellow +7, and a Bequest Society member. Jimmy is a regular and active volunteer for several Columbus organizations, including the Chamber of Commerce, Columbus Main Street Association, and the Columbus Soccer Organization. He's a member of the Columbus Air Force Base Community Council, an organization that works to strengthen the ties between the residents of Columbus and the Columbus Air Force Base. Jimmy is committed to public service through Rotary, his profession, and the community organizations in which he's involved. Jimmy?
Thank you, Bill. I really appreciate that introduction, and I'm really honored to take part in this role. Although I will say, when Bill said being district governor felt like going to 1,000 years worth of club meetings, I thought about skipping out the back door, but I just had to hang out for a minute. But I really do appreciate it. I really am honored for the district to give me this opportunity. The Rotarians of the district, such as yourselves and the other Rotarians around from the other clubs, and the past district governors, the College of Governors, and the district leadership team that has faith in me to take on this training and lead this district in the future. So really appreciate everyone for this opportunity. Thank you.
And with that, now Russell Butts is going to be pinning Jimmy. Too late, Jimmy. Russell, you're not going to stay up here. Okay. All right, so we're going to introduce our district governor-elect, Russell Butts. Russell is a member of the Rotary Club of Natchez and is a third-generation Rotarian. Russell joined the Rotary Club in May of 1988 and has served in all positions, including club president in 2007. Russell is currently serving the club as foundation and membership chair. Russell is currently the DGN for just a few more days. And for District 6820, having previously served as Grants Chairman for several years, Russell is a Paul Harris Fellow, a benefactor, a member of the Paul Harris Society, a Polio Plus Society member, and a major donor. He is a graduate of the Rotary Leadership Institute. Russell's been married to Stephanie for 42 years, and they're proud parents of 3 children and thrilled grandparents of 2 grandsons. Their hobbies include travel, golf, and of course, spending time with family. With that, Russell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me, as Bill said, I'm Russell Butts, and I'm the incoming district governor-elect, and I bring greetings from the Rotary Club of Natchez. And it's my extreme pleasure to be standing here today, and I'm excited to be serving alongside District Governor Sharon, District Governor nominee Jimmy, and all the outstanding leadership that Rotary District 6820 has to offer. I want to thank Ed Thurman. I'm sorry he could not be here today. He had a minor accident when he was traveling. We said he only had 47 staples put in his arm. We didn't think that was good enough of an excuse not to be here. We figured if it had been 48 or more, that would have justified it. But anyway, that's Ed's situation right now, so be praying for him and for Fran. But I do want to thank Ed Thurman for encouraging me to consider becoming a district governor and his continuing guidance and much appreciated mentorship. Thank you to the selection committee for making this a reality. I want to thank Bill Walker for his encouragement to think big and think bold. To our immediate past district governor, Mark DiBiase, for allowing all the G line, the governor line, to be a part of the process, and for your desire to teach us along the way. And I believe Mark has left future leaders a template to Rotary success. But most of all, I want to thank my best friend, my rock, my counsel, and cheerleader, my wife, Stephanie. Rotary is built on big dreams, big ideas, big actions, and big results, all pointed at making a difference in people's lives. Our purpose is to build upon that greatness. And to paraphrase from a popular 1960s TV show, to seek out new missions, to explore new opportunities, and to boldly go where no one has gone before. Thank you.
See, Sharon's gonna pin me. As you can see, we have a great group of incoming governors in the governor line. Congratulations. All right, that concludes. However, all the past district governors and current G-line and spouses, we're going to be meeting in the bar area for a College of Governors.
Pictures first.
Pictures first? Okay.
Please.
College of Governors meeting after that. And Janet, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, my very last meeting to close. So, again, you all have been amazing. You have made this a wonderful year for me. I've had a blast. Thank you for allowing me to be your president this year. And with that, let's close with our motto, which is service above self, one profits most who serve best.